What's up, guys? Sub-Zeric here, back for another VOD review. And look, I pulled up YBY1's match history and I said, you know what? I got a VOD review. This guy, this is YBY1. He is ranked 2 Vietnam right now. And just look at this graph, man. The guy just doesn't bot 4. 2.1? 2.1 AVP? Once this pops out of here, his everything is going to be only top 4s, and honestly it's mostly firsts. Like this guy is just a monster. He's got a few normal games, maybe some in-houses where he decided to troll a bit, but I mean, just look at this match history, just popping off every single game. And what is even more impressive is he's 1800 LP on the Vietnamese server, his home server where he plays, but also he's playing on North America as well. He's queuing up on North America right now, and he's 700 LP NA, you know, rank 80, not bad. He looks like he ran it down a little bit. Maybe he tries and limit tests a little bit more on his NA account, but he's got a high challenger NA account as well. Like this guy is just a monster. So I thought we have to VOD review YBY1. This portal Nang Kaptang Hoa sublimation upgrade is what Google Translate says, or Yandex Translate says. No clue what that means. Sublimation upgrade? I guess we'll see. It's not an upgraded champion. I'm not really sure what sublimation could be, but yeah, I thought let's VOD review YBY1. This is him playing on his North American account. You can see up here that, yeah, you know, he's trying some different stuff out, and I also wanted to VOD review this game because I looked ahead at what he ends up playing this game, and it's pretty interesting here. It's definitely something that that a lot of people aren't interested in, and he makes a really interesting decision towards the end of the game. So get dropped in early Hecarim. Hecarim's not a unit that I'm that hyped about early in general here. But YBY1 thinks differently. He sees that he has a Multistriker opener, and he's like, okay, I'm down to play this. I have the Kassadin. Hecarim only really good with Multistriker, and Multistriker just not a comp that I feel like you're that interested in playing around. We end up getting a belt here, which, you know, I guess you could make the Nashers onto Kaswin if you want to. All right, branching out, mentorship, Band of Thieves. Pretty good options overall. Branching out is obviously like the highest risk version. Mentorship I actually like a lot in this situation because it's really easy to apply mentorship to the entire board because you have Hecarim already, and you know you're guaranteed you already have this 3 cost. And then Band of Thieves not bad either. You could throw that on to like the Hecarim and be, you know, okay with it. I also get Silver Caretakers here, which is interesting, but I think YBY says, you know what, my opener is so good in this spot that I am just going to take mentorship here. I'm going to take the minor effect here, get a dummy, and yeah, this can be. Oh, I didn't even know that you can mentorship the dummy, and he is going to make the Nasher Slam here. This is something that I think a lot of people, and yeah, he's actually just going to call Multistrikers here. This is something that I think a lot of people sort of started catching on to in this comp, is that Nasher is actually a perfectly serviceable slam over something like a Guinsoo. Nasher's plays for a lot of like faster fights on Kassadin, whereas Guinsoo plays for like the much longer fights. So if you have something like a Keepers, then maybe Guinsoo is better because you're playing for really long fights. Nasher's just allows you to really quickly burst down enemy carries. Oh, also we have Joe Bookmark in our lobby, which I think is whenever I'm doing a VOD review and I see Joe in the lobby, I'm like, oh well, you know, he's playing against YBY. That's the NA server is so sick because you get to play against some of the best players in the world because you know, they just come to NA to play, and you know, YBY is playing here, who's one of the best players in his region, potentially the best player in his region. I don't have to glaze him too hard, but I think a lot of people might say that he's the best Vietnamese player, just, you know, bar none. He's been to Worlds multiple times. He's popped off at Worlds. He's consistently up there. You know, he's like the Setsuko of Vietnam, where he's like always really high ranked on the ladder, and he always does it. You saw his match history, man. He makes it look effortless on the Vietnamese server. So yeah, it's always nice to see, and also cool to see him play on NA, because I know some people will be like, he's a fraud. You know, he's only, you know, he's rank 1 Vietnam, but you know, he's not rank 1 NA. But look, he's working on it. He's only got 200 games played. There are a lot of I'm not going to name names, but I've seen a lot of, you know, quote-unquote pro TFT players with 200 games played that are hard stuck at lower LP. So we are going to finally rotate into someone with a really strong board. This is a Zoe board that ends up focusing down our Kassadin, which feels bad. So we are going to lose our streak. Feels bad, but not the end of the world. We have Sword open here, I believe, which you normally go to something like a BT. BT is not accessible here. There is a chain on Kassadin, which you could just grab here for Kassadin pair. Chain's not too bad. Crown Guard is like a consideration. It's not like an insanely good consideration, but it is something that you can take. You take this charm that lets you see our next opponent here. So we're gonna fight this JX, and also if you're gonna compliment me for the fact that I you know, understand Vietnamese and I know who we're fighting, or I know what our charm is, that's not it. It's just that I know what the charms do. So a 0 gold charm, and it didn't have any immediate effect. Yeah, that probably means that it's the one that scouts our opponent for us. So yeah, I remember Kai talking to me right at the start of this set about how, also, can we please take these units out of our team planner? Like, we just have like Soraka and Galio randomly in team planner. It's so annoying. But yeah, Kai talked to me at the beginning of the set. He was like, it's gonna be so hard to VOD review non-NA players because you can't read the charms. And this is true. Like, you can't really analyze like which charms they pick versus skip on the roll down unless they're like really obvious ones that have numbers in them, or Google Translate or Yandex Translate, like every single one. But it's not the end of the world. Okay, so 3 loss into here. Also note that YBY hasn't really pushed level at all after his first level here. This is something interesting about this comp, is that, I mean, first of all, he's on a loss streak, so he doesn't really want to push levels, but like, you see we're holding on to 4 Jaxes. There are many different units that you can go for in this comp for 3-starring. The old version, the Kassadin and Akali, is honestly a little bit less popular. Ooh, a TG is not bad, than the version where you just go for like a Jax plus Ashe. So like, that's certainly a consideration. Itemize here, I mean, you do have Edge of Night Gwynsu. The problem with Edge of Night Gwynsu is then you have no healing item. There's not a really satisfying healing item to build here. You also don't really often want Gwynsu, just because you kind of already have enough attack speed with Nashes. You don't tend to build double attack speed on Kassadin. We'll see. I'm curious because these slams are not very obvious. I would look at maybe something like a Crown Guard and then hold Sword for BT, which, yeah, I think that's my favorite slam in this spot, but Crown Guard, it's not broken on him. We'll see, though. Hit Kassadin 2 here, which is a big upgrade on our board here. On level 5 already, which means we're not going to have to roll that much on 6, and he's considering where this TG is going to go. Oftentimes, I like throwing, like, a random TG onto a Kali. I think in this spot, I would have probably thrown it onto like Jax 2, or yeah, but he is just going to throw it onto Akali, and the slam is going to be a Crown Guard here. I think it makes perfect sense. Yeah, it's going to go into Akali. The question then becomes in this spot, where do these extra items go? Because we're thinking about making BT, then this bow, I mean, very obviously could be like a an item for Kalista. All right. This Augment, it's not called What Doesn't Kill You, but it makes me think of What Doesn't Kill You. The statistics I still think are quite bad on it. All of these Augments look pretty bad in our spot here. I'm curious to see what YBY wants to take in the situation here. We absolutely can't take that. We roll this over and get Chimp Dupes, which, I mean, it's probably the best of these 3. It's still not amazing here. He's looking at transfusion for, or transmogrification, something like that. Transfiguration. Transfusion's the Vladimir augment. Well, let's at least roll this, YBY. Surely, heroic's not our best. Okay. We do roll. We get these duplicators. And yeah, once again, like I said, it's not amazing in our spot here, but it's not terrible. YBY is also at a crossroads here. He can level and roll in this situation. It's pretty expensive. He could, not make 50, level, roll once, and still make 30 gold. And the hope is that we would find an Ashe to play on this board, but he doesn't actually have any real pairs in this situation. So YBY is going to opt to actually not level in this spot. Actually, I like this a lot because like he only is really rolling for Ashe in this spot. Okay, now he's actually gonna roll in. Ooh, wait, this level 5 rolling. Okay, so wait, that was so weird. That's like he rolled, right? Or okay. Oh, he took the charm that rolls his shops and gives him all 3 costs. Okay. I thought he rolled there with his gold and then leveled a little bit. That I was like, I was gonna no flame to YBY, but I was gonna be like, when my sister plays TFT, that's what she does. Every round she like rolls twice and then pumps 2 XP pumps, and then the next round she like rolls twice and then pumps XP twice. And I'm like, what are we doing here? Why are we like doing this and then that? Doesn't make any sense. But whatever. I'll get her there eventually. Wow, Kassadin, nerfed this patch, significantly nerfed from his heyday, but still a monster in spots like this. YBY obviously looking at that BT here. I have to imagine we have the bow open as well, so it could be something like Gwynsu or Static Shiv. I tend to like Static Shiv decent bit. He's gonna go for Sword here, which is, wow, that's a crazy pickup to me. Sword with the idea of maybe just like a GS onto a backliner down the line. I'm not sure. There's the Ashe finally, so now the level to 6 makes a lot more sense. So I like how YBY did this. Now he pushes level here. We're level 6. We're level 6 with 0 extra gold thrown in there. We're not like level 6 pre-pumped at all, which I like a lot in this spot because it means that, we want to roll on 6 for quite a while, and it means there's no kind of like excess gold. It always feels bad pumping a little bit extra like on an off interval, because that means like you're losing 2 gold for a long time. If you're just gonna push 7 immediately, then you're not losing that gold for very long. But if you're gonna roll on 6, then that 2 gold is just wasted. There's another Kassadin, which is very good. I'm actually No, I like the roll here actually because we're 1 gold off of charm here. This is something I've talked about it before, but this is one of the biggest things that's insanely nice about reroll in this set is that you get to roll for charm every round. You get to roll a little bit every single round and pick up charm. And you know, this time we picked up an econ charm. We picked up a charm that gave us 2 free refreshes. So now we can use those on 4-1. That can maybe roll us into another charm, or maybe just into enough Cassidans because we're really close here. And we're pretty far off of everything else, right? We have only 3 Akali, or only 1 Akali actually. Now we finally have 3. He did opt to just use those rerolls on minions. There's 2 schools of thought to this. You could say that you should only use your rerolls on you shouldn't use your rerolls on minions because it loses the opportunity for you to pick up a charm. You could also say you should roll on minions because you don't want to pick up a bunch of extra charms. That's a lot of Akalis now though. And let's look at these items for a second because they're actually kind of really difficult here. This is why I was a little bit afraid of itemizing the TG onto the Akali here, because now where do the rest of these items go, right? We have something like an Edge of Night and like a GS maybe, or maybe a Titans DB, but Titans I don't love in this comp. You want to hold this sword open, I would think, still for Cassidon item, but we'll see there. There's another Hecarim, and okay, now we're going to start to do the thing that I think is fun in this comp. It's really interesting and something that I think a lot of people, you know, weren't doing until perhaps this patch, is we're going to itemize the Hecarim as a tertiary carry here. We have the Akali, we have the Cassidon, and then Hecarim is going to be our 3rd carry in this spot. I actually love this because Hecarim got really buffed this patch. He actually can do a lot with items. I think last patch you saw so many people just skipping multiple Hecarims after the 3rd one because Hecarim 3 didn't really do anything. But now, hey, we can actually itemize Hecarim, and he can be a carry on his own. Last augment here, once again, just some bad options here. You could try taking this anger issues augment. I'm pretty sure the statistics are still quite bad on it. Oh, you know what? Shoutouts to YBY. He is using the op.gg overlay, I just realized. The same overlay that I use and the same overlay that you can see in the description down below if you guys are interested. But yeah, I don't really love anger issues. This TG augment's also a little sus here. Okay, that's really good. Bigness augment, I forget what it's called. Big and strong or something like that. This is really good for us. Extra tankiness for the entire board. It's exactly what we need here. But yeah, we're going to stay on 6, of course, digging for Akali 3 and Cassidon 3. The nice thing is that now this Warriors comp is a little bit less popular. You are less contested in Multistrikers. I'm surprised we don't even just straight up slam a Deathblade onto this Hecarim here. I don't think it's a great item, but it's probably not terrible. But I think YBY's idea is BT Edge of Night probably, or BT Sterax or something like that. That these swords can be so much better if we actually greed them for a few rounds. And I mean, it makes sense, right? I'm certainly not gonna, I mean, you can't slam all of them. 1 off Akali 3, so I fully expect to see us dip to 40 gold here. And yeah, I think no further though. I think this makes a lot of sense. We still have a lot of stuff left to hit here. We want to hit the Hecarim 3. We actually have a lot here as far as, you know, we have 3 Hecarims and 3 Cassidons here, so we're pretty close to hitting. Also, oh my god, who is this here? Who is this high roller? I want to see the username of the person that we're fighting here. This is a golden quest into infested, so just you guaranteed get it there. That is so gross. I don't see them on their board, man. I want to know who that was that we were fighting there, because that is a gross spot. There's another golden quest player here actually. Oh wait, it's Joe B. Joe B is the other golden quest player, but it looked like he's really low. I don't know if he is about to cash out or if he like just cashed out, but either way. Still looking for that BT, like I said. I feel like that's exactly what we want here, and boom, there it is, finally, at long last, Bloodthirster for our Cassidon. It took us until stage 4 carousel, but we finally found a BT, so very nice. Expect us to roll once again to 40 gold every single round. Now that we have another Cassidon, I think dipping down to 30 is very appropriate here, maybe even, yeah, even lower than this, and boom, yeah, 1 off Cassidon. I love this to roll even deeper here, and yeah, if we found a Hecarim, then boom, we'd have Hecarim 3, so I love dipping low there, just because, yeah, like you're so close to everything there, and I think that's really cool about TFT. I love those little calculations. It's like, okay, is this when I roll? Is this when I roll? I love that, especially when you're going for like the Cassidon and for the Akali and for the Hecarim. It adds to the calculation of it, and we win this fight. It's perfect when we decide to roll here, because we end up winning this fight, which is huge for us. So yeah, I mean, the spot looks pretty good. 50 HP. is not even very low, honestly. In this comp, you want to be, you know, like win streaking because you will fall off later. But honestly, like 50 HP is not bad. Great positioning by YBY if we had fought that Zephyr player, but we didn't fight them. But Ashe would have eaten the Zephyr here, which would have been really nice. And we've also managed to greed these items across the entire stage here, which is really nice as well. And boom, look at this Kassadin. I feel like Kassadin might be my favorite unit of the set. Just watching him look like he's about to die in a fight and then shield up and then just 1v9 the entire board. He dealt 17,000 damage. Like, that's too cool. That is too cool. So yeah, we've greeted these swords the entire stage here. I'm sure Deathblade's like a bad item onto Hecarim, but probably not like horrible. But you know, hopefully we get paid off here with something like a Stair Axe and Edge of Night. Shojin is not really a payoff in any way, but hopefully this can be. I guess it's gonna be Stair Axe Shojin here. Though I don't know where the Shojin is actually gonna go. I don't know, maybe we can find a Reforger or something. We are 1 off of Hecarim, so I would not be that surprised to roll down to like 10 or 20 gold here. But looks like YBY is more interested in playing kind of like efficiently with his econ here. He doesn't want to straight up roll it down. And it also looks like he's holding on to this Shojin with the idea. I guess it's going to go on Callista. Down the line, Shojin Callista. Not necessarily like this, but like not bad, you know? And we were fighting. Oh, that's Joby. Yeah, that's Joby. He got the Melio cash out, which it's still the worst cash out. I played in tourney and I ended up getting the Melio cash out. So I know Joe's pain there. Is that a random emblem? I don't think we're taking that. Or maybe that's a copy of every 1 cost. If it was, I don't know. I mean, I guess you don't take it because you want combat here, which makes sense. This is where analyzing the charms gets a little bit hard because, you know, there's so many charms that you can pick from here that are combat. But yeah, just greeting the Shojin here for the Callista. I think it makes sense. Maybe if we find a random Xerath, it could go on him, but I mean, hopefully not. But I mean, I kind of like YBY greeting his gold a bit here. It's just a little bit scary because like we do end up losing this fight down to 35. You know, YBY really wants to push levels this game and, you know, have the possibility of getting other stuff in. Okay, and after losing that fight, he's going to roll for Hecarim. I think that makes sense. You know, he was playing pretty greedy before, but now that we are we've always been 1 off, but now that we are 1 less life here down to 35, he says, okay, I can stop greeting. It's pretty smart actually to keep your options open as far as greeting. If we fight kind of the weaker boards, then we won't greed. But I mean, especially with this Briar in the pool, yeah, I think saving HP is really, really important. So I actually probably would have liked to see him roll a bit deeper now, like before, because now we're in the situation where we're 21 HP. We're always going to lose to, I think that's this JX, the player who has that. So I think we're always losing to that. Item-wise here, we're looking for a final Hecarim item, Edge of Night, or, wow, wait. I mean, that's actually really interesting to me that he goes for those Titans. So looks like YBY thinks Titans is like Bis on Hecarim. I mean, I guess I could see it. And he's actually at this point also just going to quit greeding the Shojin, throw that onto the Ari here, and this is just going to be our setup, right? Where we're not going to greed any longer onto, you know, trying to wait for a Callista that's not even coming, especially because we have the Ari2 at this point. She's, you know, not amazing on this board, but she's going to do a little bit of extra damage, so, you know, we don't want to greed forever. And look at this Hecarim go. We hit him at 5-5, but he's so big with the double Titans that he's doing a lot of damage, charging to the entire board. 10k! Look at the Hecarim go. I mean, this is the first time I think I've seen Hecarim 3, actually. I think so many people, once again, before the patch, just weren't interested in playing towards Hecarim, but now a lot of people definitely interested in it. Joe B sadly ends up going down in a 5th here. I think when you get Melio cash out, maybe you just say, okay, I'm content with the 5th because like any other cash out is so much better. Even after the changes, Melio at least a little bit better now. He's at least not like terrible, but I believe he's still the worst cash out. There are some spots where maybe he's okay. Look at this Hecarim, man. I love looking at this this horse go, man. Like he's swinging the thing around, hitting the entire board. Kassadin gonna walk up here. Oh, just barely lose that fight. Hecarim did his best there. Jungle Book down to 14 HP as well. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. We are definitely not gonna win this lobby. Our hope is that we can. Our hope is that we can not face the Golden Quest player and not have a Briar just, you know, destroying our entire board. Because the second we fight them, we're gonna lose. Do not take that sticky fingers. I'm pretty sure. Is that? Oh, okay, that's +1 emblem. Okay, I saw 6 gold and a 1. Okay, that's actually huge because now we can play. Well, I thought we were gonna play 7 multi here. We're only 5. Interesting. Wait. Oh, I guess we are level 7 here. Wait. we decided to not play 7. Oh, we don't have, we still don't have Callista, right? He could have rolled a little deeper here. He contents himself with 5, though, and actually, that's crazy to me that we don't roll to 0 there. Jungle Book does end up going down. Eggy, I wonder if that's the Eggy, the SG player, or if it's just someone whose name is Eggy. But I mean, yeah, you have to... Okay, we're gonna level here. I was gonna say you have to roll for better charm here, but he's just gonna make the call, continue to roll here. And I mean, the hope, right, is that we can high roll a Camille on 8s. I mean, I like the hope from YBY, especially because I think he knew that we were fighting this JX here. So I think his idea is just be on average as strong as possible. And honestly, wow, wait, did we win? Oh my god. I mean, this guy is down a Comet Augment. We won this fight. This Jack's down. He loses. Oh, we need to find a Camille. If we can find a Camille, we actually have odds of winning out this lobby. It's just, we also still need the Callista here. Rolling down here, just trying to pick up... Wait, what did he take? He took the extra shop rerolls Augment? That is crazy to me. Or the extra shop rerolls charm? I guess he was a little bit low here. But now we're fighting Charmless against this guy, which seems really, really scary. But maybe the Hecarim can get through. I don't know, our front line got blown up so quickly. And that's an Eternal Winter Nasus. I don't know if we get through it. The Hecarim's trying so hard. The Kassadin's still alive. Oh, he scouts over. And it looks like it is. Oh, by just 2 HP. I think if we had taken Combat Charm, we actually... I mean, especially because our charm cost us HP, right? That's the one that cost us HP. That's what he took here, yeah. Oh, so if we had taken literally no charm here, we might have actually won or gone top 2 this lobby. I mean, it's a heartbreaker, but shows off the power of this Hecarim, man. The Hecarim beating that Golden Quest board was crazy. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be playing in the final day of this NA sub-regional tournament. If you want to go, link is in the description down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.